Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign, and it looks really romantic. This is Libra energy. So romance is ideology, right? It's an idyllic time. It's a flowery, lovely, wonderful, happy, optimistic time. Now, most of the time, what romance is seen as is the lovey-dovey, attractive stuff. And yes, that could absolutely be. This is 60. 6 plus 0 is 6. That's the number of Venus. That is about sensuality and indulgence and romance. Absolutely. Definitely high-value partnership, romantic partnership. This is Libran energy. So let's just get into reading, Gemini. This is a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. This is an energy reading, so you please take it where and how it resonates in your life. It's your message. Gemini. I don't attach any dates to this because honestly, they don't really matter. This comes to you when you're open and receptive to what the message is telling you. That being said, there is a new video every single week. So if you love these messages, definitely subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you'll know when I upload the content that you love. Look at what we just got. I'll fall it out. Okay, you got something to say. I do personal readings. Please do come to my website, www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com, and you can schedule your personal reading this week. Not this week. I don't think I have any availability, but definitely for next week. It'll get to you pretty quickly because some matters just need a deeper dive and a personal touch, and I definitely can deliver that to you. And then we have that Born Without Boundaries membership to the channel. Please do subscribe and sign up. There are so many benefits to membership, least of which is the abundance share, so that when you pay in to Born Without Boundaries every month, you don't just pay me, you are actually paying yourself and each other. So please go learn about that in the video I attach above, and I hope you join. All right, let's get to it, Gemini. You are very future focused. I see that this is sunshine and wedding bells, and all you can see is there's a future here. There's a future coming. There is so much future in this energy. It's all you see. It's almost like a breeze that's coming and blowing you forward. This is a beautiful air current that you seem to be riding, or that is coming for you this week. So let's get deeper into it. Time for a deep dive. It's time to fall in love. Yes, you could be falling in love with work, with your life. You could be getting the perfect job. This is really optimistic energy, and it's a beautiful opportunity. Then we have transformation is beautiful. So this is a beautiful time for you. This is transformative optimism, transformative abundance, transformative ideology, transformative opportunities. This is life-changing. It's also a sense of you're leveling up. And maybe that's why you're so happy, because you're completely in a new place. You're in a different, no, the caterpillars can't reach me here kind of energy. So it's definitely a sense of, I finally feel like I am who I'm supposed to be and where I belong. This is also a transcendence of troubles and struggles. So really good news for those of you who've been going through a particularly difficult time. This week will bring optimism and opportunity. We have Spirit has your back. This is usually government, rules, laws, regulations, pressures, restrictions, expectations, but definitely also that you are going to be supported by this energy, or feeling like I am in control of my life. I'm taking my own personal authority over my life, or I want to officialize something. I'm actually ready to make something, write something in paper and make something legal. And then we have bring your ideas to life. So you've been thinking about this for a while. You've been planning this and you've been executing it. And it is definitely time now to hit the spark and bring something to life. Make something official. I almost saw like that scene from Young Frankenstein where he flips the switch and the electricity just comes in and all of a sudden, like, everything changes. So definitely something is coming into your life or beginning. You are debuting something, you're making it official, and it is certainly something you have anticipated. And no, there's a solid understanding of it. There's a certainty about it and about its future. This is all future focused, Gemini. You really see this going somewhere and going really far. And then we have in the future, it's not even on the camera, be playful, and that's it. This is hopping and skipping and Gemini energy, taking things light, being playful. It's like all of this is going to lead to celebration. And then last but not least, we have take a leap of faith. And it's interesting how we have take a leap of faith all the way over here, almost out of view. And ultimately, it's almost like we took a leap of faith to get there. This sense of you're going to be glad you took a leap of faith, or essentially, this is the way that you've got to feel about something in order for that to actually end up being as optimistic as you see it. And it certainly does have the potential to be. So let's get into tarot. Gemini. There was a crash and burn here with the Chariot. This could have been a car accident. Maybe something got stopped or stuck, couldn't move forward. People couldn't get over it. Some sort of Cancerian energy of just things flipped over on their head, so they stalled. And a lot of disappointment. And it had to do with your aspirations or what you saw happening. So in other words, what this is telling me is something was derailed. So we have all these high expectations, but then we have this more realistic reading of it was derailed. These high expectations have been derailed. Queen of Wands means there's a level of you're pushing through it, you're moving on from it, or this is what has given you such confidence because of the derailments, which is really interesting. And then we have this. So a bunch of abundance here and happiness when it comes to especially business dealings, or there was a lot of maybe greedy business dealings, like overindulgences that have happened. And that could have been what had been derailing things. But it does seem like there was just such an abundance, and then there was an abundance of opportunity, there was abundance of offer, there was somebody who was very abundant, like kind of had everything they wanted, and then it was completely derailed and all their aspirations were derailed, or derailing somebody else's aspirations in order to move your way forward. This definitely seems like you're willing to go to war and not accept defeat, but I need to understand a little bit better. What the heck do you mean by this? Right? It could have been that you were disappointed because somebody, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, had promised you everything and acted like they were going to be your everything, or they were going to be your support, they were going to provide for you, they were going to be your steadfast, and you could rely on them, and you thought this was going to be everything, and then you realize this is fucking delusion, because all it's ended up in is absolute disappointment. And this then is the Queen of Wands moving forward. So it's almost like, yeah, you've been derailed and you feel like things have gotten the worst that they could get. And because of that, there is this sense of new appreciation looking into the future without that kind of energy, but with that kind of wisdom of what not to do and who to stay away from. Let's put it that way. Okay, Geminis, I gotta always give you credit. You love knowledge. You love the lessons. You love the learning. And there's a level of it that just excites you. Even on the other side of being nearly destroyed, there is that sense of, okay, but now I'm wiser. So that alone makes me feel so freaking good about myself. The Emperor is here. So this is somebody large and in charge or taking control and responsibility. It could also represent Aries season. I'm not sure. This lady could be an Aries because it fell right on top of her. Lady or feminine, a feminine fire sign. Like coming on the wings of everything that disappointed and sort of being way more realistic than any of those expectations ever were, simultaneously being really, really stimulating and exciting. So no wonder you don't want to look back. This is somebody who offered you love. This would be the foundation of the person who made your heart beat again, or, put opportunity back into your life. That's the Page of Cups. So this is something new, something loving, a new beginning, a new pep in your step. Gemini. Okay. And Wheel of Fortune. No wonder you don't want to look back. No wonder. No wonder. There's almost a sense of, that was just freaking craziness and I don't want to deal with it anymore. Let's grab a moon card. We have Aries again. A fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. God bless. I got to tell you, that is this is a sense of you are letting your feelings out. You are confronting and maybe even getting angry at, battling. You're not letting any of this pass. You're not letting any of this slip. There was a major confrontation, and ultimately, I think it was good. It was absolutely right. A fiery climax approaches, more Aries energy. So we have Aries energy surrounding us. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. So we have, it's like maybe you didn't even expect to feel the way that you feel. Maybe you didn't expect to get the reaction or support or emotional impact that you thought you would have. But ultimately, it is a lasting impact. You're pissed about something, and no matter, maybe you didn't even realize that this could happen. You thought it was going to be impossible, but you didn't think it was going to be impossible enough to not try it or do it, or some action was taken and it maybe really sideswiped you. But we have believe in the impossible out a little bit into the future. So ultimately, it's like it hasn't ruined your optimism. It certainly hasn't. And there's confrontation here that's going to ensure that it doesn't. It's almost like in some ways, this is protective energy. It's like defensive. This sense of, hell no, you're not going to fuck me up. You're not going to rip apart my sense of self and take away my fierceness in myself. It's like the more they try, the more that's your fuel. The more you get inspired to keep going, believing in the impossible. I am happy to believe in the impossible because I know it's going to piss people off. That's more of your confrontation. That's more of your challenge. And that's more of your fuel. And I've got to say, it's definitely what's driving you. So, and it's just all about divine timing. So what happened? What was believe in the impossible? What actually went down? Somebody is held accountable for their behavior. Somebody is finally given the full credit that they deserve, for better or worse. Doesn't always have to be good, but certainly it's somebody is given credit for what they deserve, for what they do, because of this major action or major impact that happens, especially with whatever was derailed here. This sense of fighting back and arguing and disagreeing, and then getting what you deserve, getting this kind of like almost insisting on your rights or what you have the right to, standing in your own power, healing, being certain of yourself, and earning what you have struggled for. It's almost like you just need to stick up for yourself right now, and you are. And if this is a new person in your life, they're nothing like that old person. Increased support. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an absolute abundance of help and opportunities. And there you go. It's also your relentlessness. It's like you're a winner, you insist on winning, and that's why other people are jumping on the Gemini bandwagon and they're supporting you. We have progress, not perfection, which is my favorite card. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. And this is a sense of, yeah, maybe I fucked up. Yeah, maybe I got fucked up. It doesn't matter. What I know is I am moving forward. I refuse to lose. And it's like, I don't have to be perfect. And that's the secret. The secret to you being able to confront or push yourself forward is the realization, I don't have to be perfect. I have to move forward and I have to get there whatever means necessary, but I don't owe anybody perfection. I do owe people I owe myself improvement. And ultimately that's where I'm going to go. Progress, not perfection, and increased support. It's almost like in some ways you've been the underdog and people are cheering you on because they want you to get the things that you deserve, and they know that you should be valued. Right? And the impossible is going to come from this almost movement of support that's mounting behind you. And what is this that's going to happen? Yeah, it's almost like what is this that's going to happen? What is the impossible that's going to happen? Opportunities are coming in. 6 of Pentacles. People aren't going to be able to stop making you offers or wanting to be associated with you. We have the Ace of Wands and the Devil as well, which means a new beginning to, it's almost like something that is solid, something that is for certain, for sure, or maybe somebody is trying to tempt you away by a lot of things, by a lot of things that they know you want, enticements. Watch out and confront that inside of yourself because you don't want to be tempted or deceived. Be sure that everything that's being offered is sincere, not just so it's going to trap you. There's a level of confidence here though. There's a level of certainty, and there could even be a level of not selling out, but there could be a level of I don't know. All I can see is a bunch of fucking confidence and I'm going to get my way come hell or high water. Why is the Devil card here then? Blue Moon, it's like you can't believe. It's almost like that somebody can't believe at how bad somebody's behavior was and how far it got them. That's sort of what's being revealed and confronted right now. And somebody can't believe how brash somebody is when they're being confronted. And that's what they can't believe. And if it's you, that's what's getting you support because people just think you're fucking crazy. Queen of Pentacles is here. This is not you. This is a earth sign. This is that Pentacles energy. Somebody didn't wait at all. They just rushed the fuck into this situation. And honestly, that might be what exposes them. Because they're stupid. And stupid is as stupid does. And honestly, Gemini, all you need to do is get the fuck out of the way. And that's when the deal will be sealed. And ultimately, you will be, I think, vindicated. Let's get a few of these cards. I want to grab. Not for you. In the past, you're realizing, I wish I had been telling the fortune. I wish I had known that what I felt at that time was actually not supposed to be mine or supposed to be for me. And right now there's a sense of time to go and get the fuck out of here so that you don't get sucked back into this bullshit. I don't think this is you. And if it is, it could be your downfall. This is somebody who is so bold and so brash, they think they can get away with everything. And it implies that it's an earth sign, feminine or masculine, this sense of overindulgence. But you know what? They tripped the wire. They rushed in too quickly, and somebody is going to be getting caught out. So watch yourself and watch who you hang around with. And I think You're going to be fine this week. Let me see. How does this impact Gemini, though? How does this impact Gemini, though? There's a death card. It's going to transform you. It's going to end things and make everything official and clear everything out. And it's going to maybe isolate you. This whole behavior hurt you. Left you behind, messed you up, almost destroyed you. And now you're moving on from that. Because now all that is what's leading to opportunities opening up and carrying you into the future. Let's go to the extended, my friends.